This is an alarming trend. We need to ask ourselves why so many Americans are on SNAP. Senator Paul shows a graph of spending in billions of dollars on food stamps over the past 15 years. And you can see a dramatic increase during COVID, but, and I think this is where he's getting at, it has stayed higher in the years since. But as an economist, I can think of two obvious issues I want to check with that graph, as I'm sure you have too. But before we get to that, can we even replicate that graph that we happen to see on Twitter? And the reality is, we can't. Because when I pulled up the data using the BEA as a source coming from Fred, we see that after COVID, we saw a dramatic decline in the spending, up from $150 billion back in, say, 2022 or so, down to $97 billion in 2024. Of course, it is still higher than the pre-COVID numbers. So next, we have to adjust for inflation. I mean, the price of groceries has changed over time. Perhaps the increase in spending is merely a function of increases in prices. And that's exactly what we see at $97 billion in 2024 dollars is the exact same level of spending that we saw, say, in 2012 or 2013. But it is still higher than what we had, say, in the 2018-2019 period. But finally, the economy is bigger than it used to be. We have a larger GDP, we have a larger population. That alone will explain more spending. And indeed, if I divide by the total income in the economy, the U.S. spends 0.4% of the total personal income in the economy on food stamps. That puts it basically at average of what we've seen over the past 15 years. This is a signal of stability. The economy has since fully recovered from COVID and the inflationary hangover of 2022. And then finally, the share of the population on food stamps today is lower than it was at the beginning of the senator's graph. There is no trend.